Okay, this is the Cymarc Utility Box that I've had on my BMW for some time now. I really like it. It works really well. Just clips on and off in exactly the same way as the standard pillion seat, but gives a bit of extra storage. The only thing is, I wish it was deeper. They do make now a deeper version. This is the 80mm version, but there's no 110. And if that had been available when I got mine, I would have certainly got the deeper one. But such is life. But what I'm thinking is that I will try and make this one deeper by extending it upwards. So that's the plan. One of the things I want to be able to do is to get the this Cymarc, no, sorry, this Allmax. I think it's Allmax. Yeah, chain in, which is it's pretty big. And I currently carry it in the top box, but it'd be nice to be able to get it into here and not have to use the top box all the time necessarily. Okay, so having taken the box off the bike, there's this plastic strip which is actually glued on, I think. But take that off. So yeah, 2.5mm thick, I think. Let me just check that. A bit less actually. Difficult to say. It could be 2.5 probably, given the thickness. I don't know. That's 2.21. Maybe it's the thickness of the powder coating. What I was going to say was the only bit of aluminium I've kind of got lying around is this piece here, which is 2mm. So that's what I'm going to use, I think. It looks as if it might actually be the same thickness as this. I was thinking it was a bit thinner, but maybe not. The only trouble is, having measured the perimeter of this, I can't get the single strip long enough out of this sheet to fit all the way around, so I'm going to have a joint, or two joints, which is a bit of a shame, but still, it'll be okay. So if I'm going to add some depth, so that's 80, given the bend is slightly over 80 up to the top. So if I can be up to 120 to start with at least, if that does prove to be too high, I guess I can always reduce it. But so up to 120, so I reckon 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I come down to here. So 60mm wide strip should give me plenty of room to put some pop rivets or bolts maybe around the edge to hold that in place. And if it's overlapping on the outside, then rain and stuff will drain off anyway. I guess I can probably put some sealant round underneath the strip. And I'm hoping that just coming straight up will still fit inside the lid without having to joggle it over 2mm. Just see if that's going to work. Well, yeah, I mean there's a huge gap around there. There's plenty of room by the looks of it to get an extra 2mm of width. So that would mean unscrewing this catch, which is pretty much flush with the top, not quite, it's a couple of mil down. So that will just move up 4 centimeters. And the same with these hinges. So if they're going to move up 4 centimeters, where does that put it? Yeah, that puts them bang on the edge of this box, which is not ideal. So I guess I either come up another ½ centimeter, another 5mm, might be sensible. So that would make this 125 deep, just way up here. Oh well, let's give it a go. So I'm going to use tin snips for this. It's just pretty tough going on the thick aluminium, but it get a nice clean line, and there's no waste. You're not cutting out like a millimetre wide or 2 millimetre wide slot with a saw, for instance. So much less messy and easier to keep a straight line. So that's the first strip. I'll straighten it out shortly. Meanwhile, roughly speaking, the perimeter of this is about that long. So yeah, it's too long for that. In fact, it's about that much too short. So I guess, yeah, that's about that length. So I could have a joint there and a joint there. So 65 is about here. Whoops. Trying to keep this edge together with this one so it's parallel. Keep that snug. Yeah, it's about there. If I come down here. I think what I'll do is attach this first, this continuous strip, get all the bolts in, and then work out a way of. Oh, sorry, I'll put this strip across here afterwards, once everything's stable and I know exactly where it is. I think that'll work best. Okay, so if I probably just bend these slightly to bring that round. Obviously it's sprung back since taking it off the box. Not far off, is it? Yeah, pretty good. So 20mm. Okay, so that needs to go on there, down to the 20mm mark. Cool. stainless steel screws. They're only A2. They'll be okay for this. Got these on the internet not so long ago now. They'd be alright, wouldn't they? How big is that one? Nice, neat little socket head. Yeah, 4mm. I should do, I think. So yeah, I think a stack of those around the edge. That should be okay, shouldn't it? What do you reckon? Yeah, and that'll do. I suppose pot rivets would be neater in some ways, but they're a bit naff, aren't they? Yeah, let's go for these. Okay, so that definitely fits. Drill the holes for the catch, and yeah, it's kind of okay. Needs a bit of fiddling here and there. These joints are just butted up to each other. In fact, that one needs to go down a bit. Yeah, I might need to just sneak a bit off the edge of that. But yeah, so far so good. So it's only a lot deeper. Okay, so I've turned the screws around in the hinges so that there's less, so it's flush here, relatively speaking, and that now fits on pretty well. Okay, so the other thing to do before I get too far, I think, is to just try it on the bike. Just make sure it doesn't come up too high and stick in my back or whatever. It obviously is higher, but not a problem, I don't think. The only thing is I've got a vest with an integrated backpack, inflating vest, which does stick out the back further than I am at the moment. But yeah, I think that's fine. I'll grind down these, or cut off these studs sticking out beyond the nuts. But I think that'll be fine. Now, if anything, yeah, certainly shuts. In fact, it is actually bending this section here slightly as it shuts, but it shuts fine. So the question is whether it's worth. Yeah, just there it catches slightly. Again, I think it's a matter of recessing these slightly. I think I might countersink the lid just enough to take those screws away, and then it'll be perfect. So yeah, single spacers I think are definitely best. Just need to sink those heads into the lid slightly. But otherwise, we're getting there. Okay, so I've just nicked these ends of the screws off with a Dremel. So the insides are much lower, or slightly lower at least, than they were before. So that should all fit back on here. Okay, so that's everything. Hinge is properly attached now. Screws fully tightened, and that fits fine. So yeah, all good. It's catching there slightly, but I can soon just tweak that in a bit. Open, shut. Good. So I think I'm pretty much there. I think I might glue. I can find a small piece of angle. Actually, no, it doesn't need to be an angle, does it? I might just glue a little piece of aluminium in there just to attach these bits together and seal that joint. I'll maybe do that overnight, let it dry, then take it all apart and paint it. But yeah, with the single spacer at the back here, that definitely fits better. And also I need to put the catch at the front as well, which is here, but that should be no problem. I'll just fit on the inside there. Okay, so that plan is to stick it in there. It needs a bit more of an angle on it. Looks good. So one for the other side. There we go, proper Aerodite. Okay, so I'll leave that to cure, and tomorrow can take it apart and spray the new aluminium. Okay, so this is overnight. Oh, sorry, it's the next day, should I say. This is now set, I hope. Yeah, seems pretty well cured. Okay, so I will whip the top off and think about painting it. I think it's all done, I think, pretty much. I'm quite pleased with that. It's obviously painted the aluminium now, stuck it on with some stainless socket head screws, which is again what I just happened to have, and it seems to work okay. I've realised in hindsight that I should have probably have put these joints rather than being at the back. I should have had them at the front somewhere, because the hinges are obviously going to stress this backside, so these joints are going to take some stick, but it should be okay. I might put some extra screws in just to reinforce the brackets on the inside that I put in. These two little plates that are arrowdited in place. Otherwise, I've just put some black insulation tape on the holes, the original hinge location holes, and the original holes for the catch at the front, just to block those off temporarily. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. The other good thing, I guess, is that I can always reverse it. I can always just take the strip off and drop the lid back down again. So it's fully reversible. Yeah, back on the bike, it's looks okay. It's obviously significantly higher, but so it doesn't seem to interfere with my back, and will give me that extra space. Good. Okay. Thanks for watching.